in depth with BBC News. Get the full story at bbc.co.uk/news. Get the headlines as they happen with the breaking news alert. And keep up with events by watching the BBC News channel in the app. Follow the story wherever you are with BBC News.
Government forces in Syria step up their assault on rebel-held Idlib, where thousands of civilians are trapped. The heaviest airstrikes for weeks are expected to lead to a huge ground offensive, despite warnings of a humanitarian catastrophe. New claims that a Russian dissident murdered in London, whose killers remain at large, had been targeted by agents from Moscow in the past. Jeremy Corbyn insists there is no plan to purge disloyal Labour MPs, as one prominent critic tells him to call off the dogs. Good evening. Syrian and Russian warplanes have stepped up their onslaught on Syria's rebel-held province of Idlib. The heaviest bombing in weeks is expected to lead to an all-out ground offensive by government forces. The United Nations is warning that would lead to a new humanitarian crisis in the region. Idlib is the last major rebel stronghold in the north of Syria. Tens of thousands of civilians are trapped there, and Turkey is warning it can't cope with another flood of refugees across its border. Our Middle East correspondent, Yolande Knell.
And that's the sport.
Busy evening. Thank you very much, Lizzie Greenwood-Hughes with the sport, and that is all from the team here for tonight. So from everyone here in the newsroom, a very good evening. Bye-bye.
Sweden is often seen as a model society, but lately some are painting a different picture of a country where crime and immigration are out of control. Our World, a tale of two Swedens, tonight at 9:30 p.m. on the BBC News channel.
When the weather can't decide what to do, you still can. To know what's coming, check the BBC Weather app.
Follow the story, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. You can follow every moment in depth with BBC News. Get the full story at bbc.co.uk/news. Get the headlines as they happen with the breaking news alert. And keep up with events by watching the BBC News channel in the app. Follow the story wherever you are with BBC News.
Hello, this is BBC News with me, Ben Bland. A massive operation to scoop plastic waste from the middle of the Pacific Ocean is being launched today. A 600-metre long device will be towed out from California, as Jenny Kumar reports.